going on, folks? Welcome to another edition of Road Trip with Randy. You know, the reviews are in. They're saying that this is the best car/driving show since Bang Bros. That's just what they're saying, man. All 7 viewers have said that. Who knows? You tell me. I personally think this is a lot more educational than Bang Bros, but you know, to each their own. We're getting hyphy this morning. It's Friday. We're not drinking and driving today. This is an energy drink. We can't show the logo. They're not paying us any sponsors. Sponsor deal. But this Saturday, tomorrow, it should be an amazing weekend in sports. We got an amazing lineup, man, in boxing and MMA. And if the finals game 2 is it on Saturday, I'm not too sure if it is. You got yourself a hell of a sports weekend. So last night, KAWHI freaking Leonard, man, the Claw. He is the new King of the North, KAWHI Leonard. That guy, man. I was heartbroken at first, being a Spurs fan and all, but I'm no fucking hater. Hey, man, you do your thing, dog. You do your thing. It's going up there. It takes game 1 in the NBA Finals. And I'm glad that they're playing the Warriors because, as I've said in my previous podcast, I clearly said the championship runs through Golden State. Everybody, I understand, in the beginning wants to get hyped up about all these other teams, the Rockets, you know, the Bucks, the Celtics. But nonetheless, it runs through Golden State. I've always said that shit. And it's kind of one of those things that you do want to face the top dog because had Golden State not made it, you're always going to get people say, oh, well, they didn't play Golden State. They didn't play against Golden State. And I'm not a Raptors fan, but I'm always rooting for the underdog. And not that I hate the Warriors. I mean, good thing, you know, they're doing the thing as a dynasty. But like I said, I always root for the underdog. And KAWHI, a former Spur. As heartbreaking as it is, you know, in my head, I'm thinking, maybe come back. Any other fool would see there was something and everything about you, KAWHI. But, you know, it reminds me of your ex-girlfriend. You're like, all right, you want to go, then go. And then you see that ex-girlfriend, you know, living a better life than she did with you, or still continuing to have success. And you're like, shit, I guess she made the right choice. And you just kind of have to swallow that pill, so to speak. But good for KAWHI, man. I'm not a hater. Happy for the guy. Good for him. Now, this weekend in sports, fighting sports, you got your choice between MMA and boxing. You got a pretty good card with a ESPN, UFC, ESPN, or whatever you want to say it, however you want to say it. ESPN, UFC, the UFC on ESPN. You have a pretty card being headlined by 2 guys who are coming off losses to John Jones. Nonetheless, they're still light heavyweight contenders, and it should be an interesting fight. You got Anthony Smith, the Lionheart. That guy gives it all he's got in the octagon versus Alexander, the Mauler Gustafsson. That guy is another one of those that gives it all he's got, man, and phenomenal striking. Looks like a Viking. And there's a couple of other good fights. I know Latifi's going to fight on that one versus Volkov. think that's how you say his name. But it's a pretty good card, especially since it's a free card. And then in the boxing world, you got Anthony Joshua versus Andy Ruiz Jr. So a lot of people are predicting Anthony Joshua just to walk through this, especially because that Ruiz guy was a last minute notice, so to speak, because the previous guy failed the drug test for PEDs, and they're plugging in this other guy. As I've said earlier, I'm a fan of the underdog, so although Anthony Joshua is predicted to just get through this, we should know that there's always a puncher's chance, and this guy, if he lands something, never know. You never know, might shock the world. So that's what's going on this weekend, and I hope you guys have a wonderful, spectacular, vernacular Friday. And if not, you got Saturday to look forward to. Crack yourself a beer and enjoy the sports. Alrighty. Well, as we always say, cheers, lads. Cheers to everybody's mates. If somebody from the UK ever watches this, I'm pretty sure they're gonna be like, it's not what the fuck we say, man. Stop saying that shit. But I don't know, man. I guess we need a catchphrase. Do you have any ideas? Feel free to DM me. All right, all 6 of you viewers. All right, well, you guys, cheers, lads.